Alright, here's a long-form, flowing script-style note for a YouTube video review of the 2026 Toyota Camry series, roughly 5,000 words though all aim for full, detailed coverage without headings and including the subscription call at the start and end, as well as an intro to your channel, at RPM Radorado, while keeping the tone aimed at maximizing viewer watch duration. Feel free to adjust as needed for pacing or tone. Hey everyone, welcome back to at RPM Radorado, where we dive deep under the hood to bring you the latest, most detailed car reviews and driving insights so you can make the smartest decisions and get the most thrill out of every drive. Before we get underway, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our deep dive reviews. Today we're turning our attention to something fresh, the 2026 Toyota Camry series. We're unpacking every spec, every feature, every nuance you need to know. Buckle up. Let's start with what really sets the heartbeat of any car, its engine. On the 2026 Camry series you've got a range, depending on trim, but at the core there's a V6 configuration available. Some trims may even step up to a V8 though, depending on market and performance-oriented packages. Toyota might continue offering a high-efficiency V6 that sits around 3.5 liters of displacement, delivering somewhere in the neighborhood of 301 horsepower and about 267 pound-feet of torque that gives it a spirited feel for a midsize sedan. If there's a V8 it might push 5.0 liters and pump out over 400 horsepower with torque well north of 400 pound-feet, but again that depends on your regional availability and trim selection. What's really compelling is how smooth the power delivery feels. The engine responds almost instantly to throttle input and the horsepower curve is strong throughout the rev range. You feel acceleration even from low speeds without needing to downshift. Hard torque is there whether you're merging onto the highway or passing on the back end of a back road curve. Shifting into transmission now, the Camry series brings either a refined 8-speed automatic or, in performance trims, that V8 gets matched to a more sport-tuned 10-speed automatic. Both deliver buttery shifts with well-timed up and down changes. You barely notice the shift transition, and in sport mode shifts come quicker and sharper exactly when you need them. Sometimes twin clutch style responsiveness shows up in performance tuning, and that makes for a more engaging experience. It's modern, it's efficient, it complements the engine characteristics. It's part of what makes this Camry feel upscale and driver-focused. Drive type for the Camry series stays front-wheel drive as the standard setup that gives you predictability and fuel efficiency, but the 2026 lineup adds available all-wheel drive on certain trims to boost traction on slippery surfaces and improve composure in corners. That AWD system routes power to the rear under demand, and when combined with the V6 it adds to the feeling of balanced grip and composure. Not quite a sports sedan, but a daily-at-speed companion that sticks in turns and keeps four wheels pulling where you point it. Inside you're treated to a 5-seat layout with generous room for 2 up front and 3 across the back. The Camry interior has matured in quality. The base trims still come with high-grade cloth, but mid and upper trims offer plush leather upholstery. A premium upgrade package brings upscale leather with contrast stitching, maybe even quilted patterns depending on trim, alongside wood trim accents that elevate the ambience of the cabin. Chrome accent pieces add a bit of sparkle on the console, door handles, and around vents. Heated front seats are available with multi-stage warmth control, and higher trims add cooled and ventilated seats with subtle airflow through perforated leather that's luxurious in heat and summer months. Rear outboard seats in higher trims may also offer heating pads for passengers in cooler climates. Let's take in the exterior. You've got that familiar sporty yet elegant sedan silhouette. Its classic Camry body style swept with clean lines and subtle creases that suggest agility, while the front receives a redesigned grille that's wider and sits flanked by sleek LED headlights that wrap just slightly into the fenders. Some trims get a darker mesh grille with gloss black or metallic accents, especially on the performance or sport-oriented variants. A restyled bumper gives the front a more aggressive stance. On the sides the length stretches to just shy of 192 inches with width around 72 inches and height approximately 56 inches. Wheelbase sits close to 111 inches, giving roomy cabin space and planted stance. It's still agile in traffic and refined on the highway. The rear gets a sharper trunk line with LED taillights that mirror the front lighting signature. Some trims offer chrome exhaust finisher tips or even dual exhaust outlets that add performance flair without overstatement, and performance trims may include a subtle trunk lip spoiler or diffuser details. Now let's talk suspension and handling. The 2026 Camry rolls on an independent McPherson strut front suspension with a multi-link rear setup. It's a well-engineered balance of comfort and control. Shocks are tuned for mid-range compliance with more resistant damping in sport trims. Think adaptive dampers that adjust firmness on the fly based on driving mode and road input that keeps the ride supple over bumps but firm through corners. Steering is electric rack and pinion with speed-sensitive assist, giving lightness at low speeds and tighter, more communicative weight at higher speeds. Sport mode sharpens the steering response and narrows the ratio for quick flick and accuracy in tight corners, while eco or comfort modes bias stability and ease for cruising. Brakes on the Camry series are 4-wheel ventilated disc across the board. Front rotor sizes vary but tend to run somewhere around 12 inches diameter on most trims. Performance trims may boost to 13-inch front rotors with multi-piston calipers, while the rear discs stay right around 11 inches, optimal for firm, fade-resistant performance under repeated braking. The pedal feel is responsive and stable. ABS gives you smooth, controlled braking even in panic stops and delivers a safe, linear feel. You can modulate braking confidently in both everyday and spirited driving. You move to vehicle safety. Toyota doesn't hold back. Airbags, front and rear side impact airbags are standard across every 2026 Camry, plus front knee airbags.